because it's important to me that you understand the process that we will be walking through so that there's no confusion. So most of us have already started with some of the classes, and we have an idea of what it entails. And some of us have done one or two of the tests that everyone was, I don't know, the first time I saw that clock starting to run, I was very stressed. It's like it's time to this. So I want you to all just know that there's a lot of grace in this process, and that's why those of you that have started with the tests will see it starts very slow in terms of what is expected of you, just to get you used to the process. But if you have any questions on the writing of the small tests and even the bigger tests in the modules, you're welcome to ask. And if there's something I'm not sure of, then I will definitely get back to you. So the purpose of our meeting today is the fact that I had a meeting with the accreditation body, and we must, as we are going through these, most of us 3 years of study that is lying ahead, there are some modules that you have been granted and some modules that you need to complete. But what's very important, and that's the reason for our meeting, is I want to make sure that we are all on the same page in terms of the modules that we have been granted. Because in the meeting that I had, they explained to me that a portfolio of evidence needs to be gathered so that if at any stage the QCTO comes in to do a site inspection, that all of our files are in place. So what that means is in a module that you had that you have off. Now I think I have it here. Let's take we're busy with the knowledge modules. So let's take knowledge module 1, which most of us didn't get off. If you take knowledge, well, let's say that you had on your RPL, it said that you were granted this module. Then it means that you don't have to be in the classes, you don't have to hand in a lot of stuff, but there needs to be some kind of evidence to show that you are competent in this module. And for that, we have been asked to complete the last test of each module that we have been granted. It is an open book test. You will receive the slides, and it takes about 5 minutes to complete. And each module, as we go through it, we are going to guide you through. So what that means is that, let's say, for instance, everyone on the timetable is now doing knowledge module 4, but you don't have to do knowledge module 4. Then it means that in the 3 weeks that knowledge module 4 is being completed, you have to take 10 minutes to sit down, look at the slides on your computer, and complete the test on your phone. That is so that they have evidence that if QCTO comes and says, but how do you know that they're competent? Apparently they don't accept the RPL only with the letters, but they need a test. They need something to show. When it comes to practical modules, it will look different. For instance, in one of the practical modules is preaching. So if you have preaching off as a practical module, then we might say, will you please hand in your preaching notes of a preaching that you did, so that there's something in your file as evidence. So this is simply to make sure that the paperwork is complete. But we are going to guide you through every step. So we are going to say, everyone, knowledge for module 4 has now started. If you have received credits for this knowledge module, please make sure to complete the test by this date. So you will know exactly what to do when. But I don't want to start putting that stuff up on a group and everyone doesn't know what's going on, because then I'm going to have 10 questions and 20 WhatsApps. So I want to hear from you. Does everyone understand what I'm saying, and are there any questions in this?
Good morning, Pastor Leona. I just want to know if am I correct if I say the one we have to complete is this assessment, or
The last one
is the assessment one? Then?
It's the last one, yes. Yeah. And so for instance, I saw that Pastor Siobhan posted the slides for knowledge module 3, but she didn't post previous ones like that. So I'm going to ask her every time she starts with the knowledge module, whether she, thank you, yes, Lady Melody, it's a summative assessment that you will be completing. And then basically what it means is that you will take those slides, and obviously still all of the information is available to you, but the slides are just a shorter version of it. And they're also giving us, because they understand that this is a completely new process for us, and we are actually just gathering evidence for something we already have credits for. They're giving you 2 attempts. So if you log in and you start and you see, but this and this question I don't understand, you can actually redo the test. You are not, jy is nie besig om te kroek nie. You are not being, what is the word? Deceitful. Dishonest, thank you. You're not being dishonest. They are giving you everything because they just need evidence. You already have it off. So it's just evidence for the file. So what that means is that you can go in and you can start to complete it with the slideshows. And then maybe there's 2 questions that you think, I don't know what they want here. I want to go and look in the manual. You can do that, and then you can redo the test, because they simply need something to show that you are competent for what they say you are. They know you are because they looked at the letters and everything that you completed. That's why you got the module off. But they need paperwork to cover in terms of that assessment. They need an assessment. Does that make sense? Right. So the summative assessment modules, they do give a lot of time to complete that. You won't run out of time. It's not like the short tests, but it will mean that you will need to sit down. And I'm not saying 10 minutes because I haven't completed a summative assessment, but I'm sure that if you sit with it, we will see as we continue. But it will be in 3 weeks for the modules that you have off. You will just need to take that time, sit down, take the slideshow, take the module and complete it. Any questions?
Yes, I have one, please. Lady Liana, I want to know, so we are having class with Pastor Siobhan regarding the knowledge modules, and accordingly in that timeline we need to complete and send the have accredited, or if you don't have, you have to follow the whole class in everything. But then you have the practical modules and you've got the workplace modules. How do they correlate? Must we do, like, if you have, for instance, I'm taking an example, we're busy with knowledge modules, say KM04. Then I have to also be already with my practical modules by PM04. And do I have to be by my, how do I do the rest of the part? Where do they fit in?
So just like that's why the course is 3 years. It doesn't take 3 years to complete the knowledge modules. It takes 3 years to complete all the modules. So that's why, you see, actually, they only want the evidence at the end. But we have decided if we break it up and we walk it through with each person as we continue, then everyone is at the same page. No one falls behind. So in the same way that we are completing, making sure everyone submits everything for each module, we will do the same for the practical. We will do the same for the workplace modules. You will know exactly. It will be communicated to you from me exactly when what must be completed, so that you complete everything within that 3-year time frame. So you don't have to worry that you have to do something and you're not aware what it is that you need to do. As long as you follow with the class, you will know exactly what is expected of you then. And we set for ourselves dates where that's why I'm saying, if they have given us the time frames for each module, right? So if you look at the timetable that you received on your LMS, it says here, for instance, let me just have a look. Knowledge module 1 is now the 5th of March. Knowledge module 2 was the 12th of sorry, this is my own timetable. So I have, for instance, knowledge module 4 was supposed to start the 9th, but we moved it a week on because of Passover. So these modules exactly um, does that help?
Yes, thank you so much. Can I ask another question?
Yes.
In our introduction meeting, they said there's a certain link to go and check the financial aspect. I can't find it or don't know where exactly.
Yes, I don't think that you will find a link to the finances with regards directly to Word and Life, because all the finances are being done by Revelation Hilderland College. So if you have any questions, Jaco, that's different for you. But for the Hilderland students, if you have any questions regarding your finances, you're welcome to speak to Lady Lejean, Lady Barbara. You'll see we actually now have a WhatsApp line that Lady Barbara is going to make available for each of on the group. And the idea is that if you send them a voice note or a WhatsApp to that number, she know, because the students get confused who they must ask. Must they now tell me? Must they tell Lady Melindy? Must they tell Lady Lejean? Who must they speak to? So if you send a WhatsApp and you say, I want to find out about this and this, then she sends it to the person that must get it, and they will answer you directly. So it's a one line communication that will make it easier for everyone. But we have Chantal that is doing all the finances for us. And between Lady Lejean, Lady Melindy, myself, and Barbara, we are all doing that because someone will send me a proof of payment, then I send it through. So that's why it's good to work on the WhatsApp line that will be provided. If you have any questions, anything that's unsure, just let us know.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Anything else?
Pastor Liana, I just want to maybe say something about Pastor Marlene's first question. They did say that there's workplace and practical things that, in Afrikaans we say oorvleuel. That's the same thing. So it looks like you're going to do different things, but you're going to answer two things, the workplace and the practical. It's the same thing. So you have an answer for both. That's why it's scheduled on the same time.
It looks like it looks like it's only the knowledge module, but the rest is built in. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying don't worry too much. You can know that anything that is expected of you will be very clearly communicated to you. It won't just be somewhere on a timetable and now we expect you to work through it.
Good morning. Oh, please go ahead.
No, you go first.
Finish up, Pastor Marlene, and then we'll start new with Sir Mario.
Okay, sorry for all the questions. I'm just a bit overwhelmed with so many things happening. I just want to know, so because she communicates with us on the WhatsApp, she sends us slides there, but we also get the emails. And for instance, like in Namibia, we're getting a PDF as well. And it's like I don't know where to start and how to follow up. And he says, so is that additional PDF books that we also have to work through and answer question, or is it
So the PDF document is the actual. Did you buy the material?
Maybe I can help. Maybe I can help. The PDFs we got is it's only for the Namibians because we can't get the books in South Africa. You buy the $200 book and he sends it to you. For our Namibians, because Pastor Marlene had the question, he sent us the PDFs. It doesn't cost us anything. We are just not allowed to share it. But he did send it it's very random. I had to sit and go and say, okay, this is this one, this is this one.
No.
So I've sorted it out, but Pastor Marlene is more than welcome to talk to me and I will tell her this is this one. So we got the first 6 except 2 will come later. The first 6 books, they actually sent us free of charge. We don't have to pay for it. We're not allowed to share it with anybody because they can't get the books to us.
Now I wish I was Namibian for a moment because that would help a lot. Okay, so what you must remember, your place where everything comes together is the LMS. So when you go onto the LMS, each knowledge module is there. It will say knowledge module 1, and it will have the material that you received via PDF. It will have it there. And then what Pastor Siobhan does to make it easier for us is she gives us almost like a summary, and that is the PowerPoint. So for knowledge module 1 or 2 or 3, all the information is the same information. What you have on the LMS is what you will have on PDF, and the summary version is what you will have on the slideshows. I personally preferred the slideshows when I did the tests because it just helps. But either way, that is the material that you can make use of. Okay. So
Thank
Mario,
you.
your turn. Pleasure.
Good morning. I just wanted to ask, you mentioned it's a 3-year course. I was under the impression that it's a 2-year course. Is this...
I apologize. The studies are, you have 3 years to pay it off. It's a 2-year course. Sorry
Okay, thank
for the
you. No, I
confusion.
just got
I
a
don't
bit of
want
a
to confuse
fright
you
there.
more. No, it's a 2-year course.
Thank you.
I spoke wrong. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that. Otherwise, 3 more SMSs when we were done. Anyone else? Any questions that you have? Anything that you want to know? Anything that you want to say? I'm going to maybe once a month just connect like this for half an hour so that we all don't feel lost and we're all on the same page. We know what is expected of us. So just quickly to get back to the knowledge modules that we have completed. I have a list with me of everyone that got every module off, if I can put it that way. So in terms of knowledge module 1 and 2, no one got anything off except for Pastor Marlene. I know that you got knowledge module 1 off. Don't know what you did right, but well done to you. So I will just I will connect with you personally just to make sure that you know which assessment to complete for that. Okay. Then knowledge module 3. I don't know what Romario and Sir Romario and Lady Sunette and Lady Vanessa did wrong, but apparently they were unsure about salvation. But I spoke to, I'm making a joke now. I spoke to Pastor Tasha, and she was very comfortable with the fact that everyone that is part of this group does not have to complete knowledge module 3, only the big final summative assessment again. Okay. And then we are starting this Thursday with knowledge module 4. And no one got that off. So in your time of doing and knowledge module 4, you can actually catch up with the ones that you have to just do those little, not little, but those summatives. And then when we carry on to knowledge module 5, most people also didn't get that off. So you will have even more time. So that, and knowledge module 6, no one got off. So you have a lot of time to catch up with the ones that you have to include. But if everyone can make sure that when we go to knowledge module 5, anything that you had to catch up. Now, knowledge module 5 starts 30th of April. So if you can please make a note and tell yourself anything that you got off before knowledge module 5. If you can complete those summative assessments by the 30th of April, then you are on track. And it will literally mean there will be maybe 1 or 2 things you need to complete, okay, by the 30th of April. Is everyone okay with that? Lady Marlene, if you need assistance, I'm going to talk to you personally. I'll sit with you just to make sure that you're on track, because yours is a bit different and you also have to catch up now. But anyone else that's unsure, that has a question, you're welcome to contact me. Remember, I am the one that takes responsibility for everyone that went through the RPL process. So I will be here for you. We will work it out. And by the end of 2 years, not 3, we will cheers each other. We will have some tea in the most beautiful teacups, and we will say, we did it. It is done. But until then, you are not alone, and we're walking through it together. Any other question? Yes.
All right. Again, me. I'm so sorry, everybody. I just want to know that we were given by email that app called Moodles. I believe it's just the app to assist you to keep you on track. Is it necessary to follow up there, or can we just ignore it?
I'll be honest with you, I don't know anything about that app. Has anyone tried it? Okay, what I'll do, I'm going to, yes, Lady Lejeune, you want to say something? I'm going to speak to Pastor Siobhan now. And also just check with her because we are now behind on our timetable with the week, how she wants to manage that. And then I will give feedback on the WhatsApp group. And if it's something that's really worthwhile, I will let you know. Lady Melindy, you are very busy for someone that's just listening in. She's sending me a message here. She thinks it's just the LMS. It's another platform so that you don't have to go onto your computer. If that's the case, I'm gonna get it. But I'll speak to her and I'll try it out. And if it's something that's worthwhile, I'll send a how on the WhatsApp group and say, this is really worthwhile. Here's the link. This is what you do. Just hold on a minute. Let me see. I don't know if, okay, Lady Lejeune, I think you're hosting. Is it possible to take Lady Melindy off mute because she can't get herself off mute and I think she has something to say about the app. And then also if you can just tell me what the time is so that we don't run into Zebulon time. Yeah. Okay. What is the time now, Lady Lejeune?
It's 38 minutes past 8.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever it is with the app, we will give you feedback and just make sure that we're all on the same page with that.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure, big pleasure. You are asking the questions that everyone is going to think afterwards they wanted to ask. So I'm glad that you are doing that. Because I'm trying to minimize a lot of back and forth and I want to make sure that no one is confused or feels that they don't know what they should do next. Anyone else? Okay. So if you can now tell yourself, yes?
Good morning. It's Vanessa.
Oh, hi, Lady Vanessa, yes.
Just to confirm, so all the modules that we got off from the RPL, all submissive assignments must be in at the end of April. Is that what you're saying?
No, not at all. I'm saying that we are going to take each module according to the timetable. If the timetable says in May, everyone is doing knowledge module 5 or 6, then those of you that are doing the knowledge module that didn't get it, they are going to sit into the classes, do the small tests, do the summatives. But those that got knowledge module 5 off, that actually got credits for it, they don't have to sit into any class, they don't have to write small tests, they do the summative and that's it. So what I'm asking is that by the 30th of April, everything that you got off up until knowledge module 5, which will be 1 maybe for most of you, that you submit that summative assessment.
Okay, now I understand. Thank you for clearing that up. And then there's another, just something I want to say. As I done that assessment on module 1, it's about an hour. You get an hour and a half, but it takes you about an hour to complete. So it's not only 10 minutes.
Okay.
And what I saw on that was that a lot of the first part of the test is that wants very specific answers. So if you think, if you go spirit, you can actually say, yeah, but this can apply and this one can apply, but they want a specific answer, which makes you really to go through the material. So you cannot just work like we do in Zebulon out of our spirit. You need to specifically answer specific answers. So that means you have to go through the material at the end of the day for you to be able to do that summative assessment, which will not only be from knowledge from the, so that brings me to the question, actually, why would have we done the RPL, even because we still need to work through it, even though you cannot just go and do the assessment.
Yeah. So, Lady Vanessa, when you did that assessment, was it something that you had the material open in front of you and you had the questions?
Yes, it is, but you need to know where to find it. And the only way where you need to find it is if you went through the material, that you have a basic concept what I want, and then you still need to read through it because of the specificness I want in the answer. Because there was one as a quiz that I did that I felt in my spirit, but this answers could have been right, but because it was wrong because I wanted that specific
Yeah.
answer.
Absolutely.
I
You must
say-
remember. Yes,
like,
you may.
I just want to say something because I had the same thing. And I had a question that the answer is in one sentence, date and time. And I switched it time and date and it was wrong because in one sentence, that thing must be absolutely correct. You won't get the point. And I had this the question for Siobhan, and it was like, that is exact. And I had the same question. Why do we have something off? You needed actually to go and sit into those classes. At the end of the day, if you did that assessment, it's going to be very difficult to do that assessment if you did not attend those classes. It is like that. And the other thing I want to say, if you go and see the rules of the assessment, it says you are not allowed to have your book open.
I know that. So, good question, and thank you for just stating that. But let me explain to you where we currently are. If you did not do the RPL process, you would pay for each one of the modules that you are now having the advantage of just writing and getting back. You would have to sit in to every class. And I think that because the computer marks some of it, there might be discrepancies on what you are saying now, Lady Sarita, and that's a valid question. We have to ask them to have a look at that because it can't be if you put the date and the month and you turn it around, that can't be the case. But what you must also remember is that when you are busy with an accredited through the QCTO qualification, it is very, very academically focused. It is not something, remember, we as Zebulon, we focus on spirit. This is not a spirit qualification. This is an academic qualification. And academic work is a lot of work. So you might feel, oh, but what am I really getting off? But if you look at the modules that you are doing separately and you look at that which you must complete, you have to sit into between 3 and 4 classes. That's 4 hours of classes that you have to sit in before you complete anything. Then you have to complete the short tests that you don't now need to complete. So remember, the course is put together to get you to a place where you have the knowledge to do that test. So you have to be able to, when I did it, I looked at, for instance, so the summative I haven't done, but when I looked at the other tests, yes, you have to scan through the information, but we specifically have the advantage of those that have been RPL'd and have credits for a module are allowed to do an open book test. So where you would have taken 3 hours to prep for that test and to get it in your head because you can't have the work with you, now it's an open book test that you can scan through and answer. And it is still work. You are right. It is still work. But it is not a Mickey Mouse course. And it's not a Mickey Mouse qualification. The qualification that you get, you earn. And this is how you earn it. So that's why we're saying, if you look at it like that and you say to yourself, okay, in this 3 weeks, I have to scan through this information, put my book open, highlight where I think necessary, and write this test. That's still a lot better than the 10 hours it would have taken you to complete that module. But it is still work. You are correct. It is still work. And it will be. It must be. Because otherwise, what are we getting? Okay. Yes, Lady Vanessa.
Sorry, I don't want to be very difficult at this moment, but I come from an academic background. And when we did RPLs through SAQA for the students, that was to give them the bridge to do some things. So for instance, if they don't have matric, they can do a bridge course, or they can do a bridge or on their RPLs, they get exempted to do the next level, which we saw from level 2 to level 5. But that exempted them not to do that.
Lady Vanessa, I also come from an academic background, and I have RPL'd many students in the beauty industry. And RPL is recognizing prior learning, but there must be a portfolio. Now, that portfolio, for instance, if I look at a student that says to me, I never did manicures and pedicures, but I've been working in a salon for 10 years. Then I don't just take the letter of the salon. I don't just take the written information. I actually assess that student. That student does a manicure and pedicure exam with me. And then I have a portfolio of evidence because I have an assessment sheet where I assessed her and saw that she was competent. There must be something in the portfolio to show that you are competent. And that must be an assessment. That is the QCTO rules. I don't know how SAQA works or why that was the case, but I know that this is true because I've worked with RPL beforehand. So you are welcome if you have questions regarding the process. I can assist you. We can arrange a meeting. You can go and speak to Pastor Tasha about how they do things. But this is how it's done because we need that assessment. And you do need that on your portfolio. Otherwise, Word and Life can lose their accreditation and we can lose ours because then we are not complying to the rules of QCTO. That's what it's about. We are trying to make it as easy as possible to be compliant and to get that accreditation. Anyone else? Yes, Lady Lejeune.
Will they be able to work together in a group when there's one?
I don't think it can be a problem, but I will have to check.
Okay, because maybe they can help each other.
Yeah, I said that to Pastor Tasha. I was thinking it could be a good idea to say, everyone, we're getting together, we're working through this, but let me double check on that. And then we can set dates within each one in which those that have gotten the credits can come together and complete it. We can do that. I don't have a problem to assist with that. I just need to confirm that it is allowed. So I'll put that on the group as well. If you hear about group sessions, then you'll know that's what it's about. Thank you. That's a good idea. Anyone else? Okay, I think this was a good briefing. I think I want to thank each of you for participating, for saying, asking questions, saying how you feel. And the best that we can do is continuously communicate with one another, make sure we're on the same page, and tell ourselves that we're going to work through it and we're going to get there. May God bless you. Enjoy those that are doing Zebulon now. Enjoy the course with Dr. Hester. And then I will set up another meeting in about a month and we'll just check in with one another. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.